the government, institutions, banks are here to take your money. They're here to keep you broke. They're here to keep you upset. They're here to keep you weak. And they're here to keep you poor and under control. Because public school is another institution that's run by the government.
Yeah.
So what you're going to be taught is how to be an employee, how to be a slave, and how to be compliant. The real people that run the world, they have different education systems than you do. They're taught logic. They're taught different languages. They're taught financial literacy. You don't want to be dependent on another man for a check. But you can do whatever the fuck you want with your life. Continue watching Netflix. Continue jerking off. Continue doing your thing. It's totally fine, right? If you make $10,000, what you need to understand is that those $10,000 a couple of years down the road won't be worth $10,000. That just happens to be the scam that we live in, guys. After 1913, right, after the Federal Reserve Act was introduced, after we took the dollar off of the gold standard, things changed, right? Things changed. And once you guys begin to become financially literate and understanding how the world works, you begin to wake up at the fact that the government, institutions, banks, are here to take your money. They're here to keep you broke. They're here to keep you upset. They're here to keep you weak. And they're here to keep you poor and under control. So what you need to do is take money and understand it. Take financial literacy. Dude, just pick up a fucking anything. Just go right now on the internet and look up the history of the Federal Reserve. Go pick up a book called...
It's not even a government institute.
It's not even a government institution. It's a private institution that's owned by banks. Go read the book. I think it's called... there's two really good books. One is, let me find them. I'm going to recommend a couple books to people on here. The first one is Lords of Easy Money. That's a really good book that teaches people how the printing scam takes place, how they're printing money out of thin air. And then I think the second one is, I think it's the Creature of Jekyll Island, which is the history of the central bank formation and how they finessed the U.S. government into approving the Federal Reserve Act of 1913, which we all live under nowadays.
I think what's scary is that it sounds very simple to do, but most people don't do it.
Yeah, because
they wonder why they don't understand money, how to save money, how to invest money. And it's like, hold on, I wasn't taught this in school. But yeah, you have to do it yourself.
But because public school is another institution that's run by the government.
Yeah.
So what you're going to be taught is how to be an employee, how to be a slave, and how to be compliant. What do you think rich, successful families are sending their kids to public school?
Hell no.
Fuck no.
It's homeschool at best.
Yeah.
Homeschool, private institutions, border schools. Why? Because the real people that run the world, they have different education systems than you do. They're taught logic. They're taught different languages. They're taught financial literacy. All the things that you're not taught. You're taught geology, right? Well, about the tectonic plates of the earth.
Astrology.
Bunch of bullshit.
And they're teaching you, for example, history, but they only teach you American history. They're not teaching you world history, and they're only teaching you a certain version of history that is
benefits them.
Yeah, that benefits them. So you need to take your life into your own control. That's what this entire purpose of building a business is about. It's not about making a ton of money. It's about you being in control of your finances, you being in control of your future. You don't want to be dependent on another man for a check. You don't want to be dependent on the government to tell you how much taxes you own. You want to be in a situation where you control every aspect of your life, your health, your relationships, your finances. You need to be responsible. And if you're not responsible, that's totally fine. Understand that it's totally fine. You can do whatever the fuck you want with your life. Continue watching Netflix, continue jerking off, continue doing your bullshit, continue writing comments, continue doing your thing. It's totally fine. But just understand that your life will be a culmination of your actions and your decisions. And if you want a better life, you have to make better decisions.
Yeah.
That's it.